Hello guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa, herzlich willkommen. So my friends, update here on S&P 500, the ticker is SPX. We're trading here at $5,638 guys, and we want to know if this is now here the bottom or if we are about to see a market crash guys. Yeah, I show you here everything based on the chart. Everything what I say here is of course not financial advice. This is my opinion based on the technicals and of course my experience as a trader. So guys, let's check now here the chart for SPX S&P 500. Yeah, first things first. So what is not bad right now is that we are here. We start with the weekly chart here, by the way, is that we that we have here a candle wick, guys. We see here a massive candle wick. So that meant that we dropped here by the mid-end of the week. We dropped here back to $5,500. And you can see that this dip has been bought up. We are not out of the danger zone. I can tell you that from the beginning. So plus 2.4% is of course Mickey Mouse shit, but for an index it's not bad. But the most important thing is that we don't create here lower lows. This is the first thing what we don't want to see, that we start to create lower lows. That would mean a price below 5,400 US dollar would be very, very bearish for the S&P 500 guys. So let's now switch here to the technicals that you understand what I'm talking about. I will enable my drawings also in a second, but first things first guys, we have here this purple EMA line, and for the S&P 500, usually guys don't focus too much here on EMA lines. It is okay to get an orientation, but if the market makers want, they just crush these lines. So don't think that here a massive support is waiting. However, for NVDA, for the S&P 500 here, we are here in a strong uptrend, and we know that this acts more or less like a support or something like a trigger point for the algos to snap in. So the last time that we retested this purple line was here back in October 2023. So this is here a long time ago already, and now you can see for the first time we closed. We don't need not even touch it. We come below this line, and we haven't been able yet this week, guys. We haven't been able to close over this EMA line here, which is waiting at 5,656 US dollar. We have also very, very red volume, but as I said, this candle wick here, guys, brings us some hope. So to make the long story short, guys, I think next week is the main decision for the market, if we start to see a bear market or if this is just a dip, and then we will see a massive rip in May, June 2025. This is what I think will happen, guys. But as I said, this is now here a very critical situation. Last time that we retested, it was exactly the same. We can zoom in here and compare that. We had this retest here, and then you can see this candle here closed very below this EMA line, and this is what you want to see when you want to see a confirmation of a bear market or a bull market. Then you have this massive breakout candle here, which regains strength over both EMA lines in that case. And then you can see sayonara here. The S&P 500 just lifted off and was never in the range here of this purple EMA line. So keep that in mind, guys. Next week, everything below 5,655 is not bullish, guys. Yeah, very simple. So when we enable my drawings, then it's even more clear what I'm talking about here. By the way, guys, of course, I want to educate you in trading. That's why I give you here a lot of information in my videos. And of course, this is one of my main goals here. But I also have here a mission, guys. I try to predict short squeezes in the market. I love doing that. And I had some success on that in the past months, years, and weeks, guys. So just this week here, we had a 170% squeeze. One of my hot stocks here, this is what I release here every Sunday, my so-called hot stocks. This ticker squeezed in total 170%. When I released this video on Sunday, we had the price range here where I said to my members here, the algo demand zone is between 25 cents and 18 cents. You can see that this ticker here exactly came down to 25 cents before we had this 120% squeeze. It was more, but when I made the screenshot, it was here 120%, guys. Then 1 week before we had this squeeze here, 136%, was also one of my hot stocks. I posted this again here on Patreon, where I said the green line is the algo demand zone, where I expect a technical reaction day of the post, and 1 day later we had a 136% squeeze. That sounds very easy and sounds unbelievable. Yes, guys, it's not easy. There is no guarantee. A ticker don't has to squeeze, but as I said, I give my best to predict here short squeezes in the market, and I did that already here a couple of times. So if you want to see these short squeeze stocks, guys, you can join our full package membership here on Patreon. The full package membership here is the most popular membership which I have, where you get, of course, access to my hot stocks, my swing trade alerts, and also to my trading tutorials, member FAQs section and stuff like that. The link is patreon.com/blackbelttrader, and of course also available here in the video description. So guys, yeah, for S&P 500, so my game plan is, guys, yeah, I still think, I could be wrong, but I still think that this is a fake out. I still think that we come higher, that we will start to squeeze here in May 2025. This is here still my price goal. I want to see that the S&P 500 comes here back to $6,443, or maybe even a little bit higher. So if I'm right, or if my prediction is right, we have to bottom in right now. We have to come back over this trend channel pattern here, which means over 5,680 points or dollar, and have to start to close some candles here. Or even better, guys, we see here this massive technical reaction, that we start to break out here, and then, guys, I want to see that we come back here in this red range of this trend channel pattern to confirm the squeeze. And then, guys, then sayonara. Then I think that we will see a very, very bearish market. That can happen here in 2025. We had the same situation here. I can show you that, guys. The red trend channel pattern here is super, super bearish. Yeah, we had here massive short squeezes. As you know, 2020, 2021, the market went crazy, and you can see that the peak, the absolute market peak, was in here in December 2021, and that was the beginning of this brutal bear market, where the S&P 500 here in total lost more than 30%, yeah, 27% based on this price action here, guys. We had just one bigger drop, that was here during the corona pandemic. Then I think it was 35% in total. Let's measure that. Yes, guys, that was the absolute horror shakeout which we had. But as I said, guys, yeah, between 10 and 20% for an index is, of course, a massive shakeout, and the normal reactions, or the normal corrections which we see here for the SPX, guys, is here. So yeah, I would say 10%, 9%, something like that. For now, when we see what happened here, since we had this all-time high for the actual price action here in the weekly chart, we're talking about already 10%, guys. So that's why I say, in my opinion, for a correction, for a shakeout, that is enough. If they, of course, want to create here more drama, they will bring the price next week more and more down. But then, I'm very honest, guys, then I don't believe here in a bullish reversal anymore. Then I would also short most of my positions, and I think then we will see a bear market coming in. But as I said, I'm now still bullish, so we will see the decision next week. I keep you here updated, and when you want to copy here the price levels, guys, from my chart and the chart patterns, this is called TradingView, what you see here, the program. This is what I use for all my videos and all my trades. And if you want to learn trading, guys, you need to understand where the algos and the support levels are waiting, and therefore I always recommend that program here. If you want to get TradingView today, I can offer you a $15 discount link on the premium tier. This special discount link is also available here in the video description. So my friends, that was the quick and dirty update on the S&P 500. I hope that was helpful. I thank you so much for watching this video. If you don't want to miss any updates, guys, please hit the like and subscribe button right now. I appreciate your support. Thank you for your time, guys, and see you in the next video. Arigatou gozaimasu, vielen Dank, alles Gute und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.